Hi there. Are you looking for a calm space to find in this turbulent world? Are you looking for more love, more peace, and more abundance in your life? Do you want to wake up each day with greater purpose and feel more fulfilled? If you are, then CSLNJ is the place for you. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming community has created a safe space for all to come and be uplifted. I hope you enjoy watching. And if you like what you see, please visit us at CSLNJ.org.
That's right, it's me, made from love's design, born to be great, make no mistake. Whoa, someone I know is loving and lovable, gives effortlessly. Someone I know is made out of miracles. Who can it be? Oh yes, that's right, it's me, yeah. That's right, it's me. That's right, it's me, a child of the divine. Yeah, that's right, it's me, made from love's. Oh, the brightest stars I shine. Who wrote this? That's right, it's me, made from love's design. Born to be great. Make no mistake. Whoa, someone I know is loving and lovable, gives effortlessly, is made out of miracles. Who can it be? I guess it's me. Oh yes, that's right, it's me. Every me in the room. Oh yes, that's right, it's me. Oh yes, that's right, it's me. Oh yes, that's right, it's me. Good morning. Here we go. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know you got to rise up? Don't you know you got to rise up? Rise. Don't you know you got to rise up? Don't you know you got to rise up and walk with God? Let's go for rise up from the top again. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Yeah, you too, James. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God. One more time, same thing. Here we go. Rise up. Feel it? Rise up. Y'all sound good. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know you got to rise up? Don't you know you more time. Don't you know? Don't you know you got to rise up? Don't you know you got to rise up? Rise. Don't you know you got to rise up? Don't you know you got to rise up and walk with God? Last time, rise up, here we go. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God. Last time, here we go. One more time. Here we go. Rise up. Oh, it feels good. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up and walk with God.
Morning. Thank you, Ty and musicians. Oh, we got a special seat.
I meant to do that. That's part of the act, kids, part of the act.
That wasn't you. Yes. So good morning. My name is Jenny, and I'm your host this morning. If you are joining us for the first time this morning, thank you. We are so happy to have you here, whether it's in person or online on Zoom. Welcome. Please join me with our opening affirmation that you can find on our handout or in the chat box if you're joining us on Zoom. We are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. We believe that heaven and hell are states of consciousness and that you are the architect of your life, and that it is never too late to know true happiness. Thank you to Brian for leading us in our meditation this morning, and also as our practitioner of the day. And thank you to me for being your host, and thank you. And thank you to all of you for being here. Before we go into our opening chant, I have the privilege to share something so cool and so special with all of you. This is a copy of Michelle's Shadow Workbook that was published in Taiwan.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's so cool because they read. Yeah, I don't know what dialect of Chinese it's in, whatever they speak there, but yeah, it's so cool. Neil showed me this morning and asked me to share, and because they read right to left, yeah, the book goes this way. So it's so cool. It'll be on the back table for you to have a look. Yeah, check it out, and it's just so cool, the wider reach that this work, Michelle's work, you'll have, and the benefit of that. So that's great to be able to share.
Still trying to get the book that's published in Portuguese.
Yeah, so if anyone, it's in Brazil. If anybody knows anyone in Brazil and can get their hands on Michelle's Portuguese copy, let us know. Okay, now Ty will take us into our opening chant.
Thank you, Jameson. And Mommy. So always, we invite you to close your eyes, let the words wash over you, and when you feel inclined, or if you feel inclined, please join in. Knowing that you, we, it's I, you, we, is the format. Then I, you, we are God's gift. I am God's gift, present of mind, a unique expression of God's love. The manifestation of God's inspiration. I am God's gift, present of mind, a unique expression of God's love. The manifestation of God's inspiration. You are God's gift, present of mind, a unique expression of God's love. The manifestation of God's inspiration. We are God's gift, present of mind, a unique expression of God's love. The manifestation of God's inspiration.
Unique expressions, manifestations, spiritual entities appearing in physical form. That is who and what we are. Physical appearances of one divine consciousness, one divine power. We come here today to acknowledge that, to be reminded of that, to be reminded of what that means. Not as duality, but as one. One mind, one spirit, one energy, one power. As Genesis speaks, the image and likeness of God. That is what we are. Gifts to the world, gifts to each other, gifts to ourselves, gifts to God. Gifts. And in that consciousness, I bless each and every one of us. I bless this day. I bless this celebration. I bless all that transpires here. I bless every word that is spoken here. I bless every song that is sung here. I bless every note that is played here. I bless the technology that brings forth this presentation, this celebration today. This microphone through which I speak that allows people in this room to hear everything loud and clear and brings that word throughout the planet. Live on Zoom, through YouTube, everywhere. Knowing that the message is heard loud and clear, received loud and clear, internalized. That vibration of the word influences the vibration of that energy within, and in turn influences the vibration of the world, bringing the world into greater consciousness of knowing that power of the gifts we all are. And for all this and so much more, I surrender this word into life, into light, into law. And please join with me as we release this by saying, and so it is.
Of God's inspiration, I am God's gift, present of mind, a unique expression of God's love. The manifestation of God's inspiration, I am God's gift.
Please join me now in reading our 2026 affirmation, The Audacity to Awaken. I awaken today with the courage to see myself clearly and love myself wholly, as I am and as I am not. I open my heart to curiosity, trusting that every question leads me deeper into truth. I embrace conscious evolution, knowing that life is always expanding through me. I release what no longer serves and boldly claim my divine power. I am awake, I am courageous, and I am fully alive to the brilliance of my becoming. And so it is. Now it is time for our community greeting, and I would like to acknowledge my father-in-law here with us today. He's joining us. And I'm just, yeah, who, me? And I'm just so happy to have him join our family here today. He comes from a different faith, and I'm just so grateful that he's open and willing to just be here and join us. And it's a beautiful demonstration that we both speak the language of love, and we both practice the religion of love. And I'm so happy that he's here.
Well, it's good chatting with you.
Now we got it.
All right. Well, the bell has rung. Let's see.
Neil knew I had it in me.
Gonger.
I know. That was my first time, so. I know. Yeah, it's a high honor. I do. I take it as a high honor, as well as leading us in our peace practice. So it's a nice lead-in after the community vibes are high and that sense of community we all feel amongst each other. But we realize that peace needs to start within each one of us and grow from the inside out. So please join me in affirming peace by repeating after me. I am the peace I wish to see.
I am the peace that I wish to see.
I know this peace for my family.
I know this peace for my family.
I know this peace for my community.
I know this peace for my community.
My community knows this peace for my country.
My community knows this peace for my country.
And my community knows this peace for the world.
My community knows this peace for the world.
Thank you.
And our reading this morning comes from Ernest Holmes. It's called Tapping the Power Within. We have with us a power that is greater than anything that we shall ever contact in the outer. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and in a new life. Mind, all mind, is right here. It is God's mind, God's creative power, God's creative life. We have as much of this power to use in our daily life as we can believe in and embody. The storehouse of nature is filled with infinite good, awaiting the touch of our awakened thought to spring forth into manifestation in our life. But the awakening must be on our part and not on the side of life. We stand at the gateway of limitless opportunity in the eternal and the changeless now. Now is the day in which to begin the new life that is to lift us up to the greater expression of all that is wonderful. The word that we speak is the law of our life, and nothing hinders but ourselves. We have, through ignorance of our real nature, misused the power of our word. And behold what it has brought upon us, the very thing that we feared. But now it shall produce a new thing, a new heaven, and a new earth. And that comes from Creative Mind, Tapping the Power Within.
It's all about perfection. That there are no mistakes. That the very essence of our being is made from perfection, by perfection, to and as perfection. And so this song is for each and every one of us, especially when we're not feeling quite so. I am perfect as I am. I am God's unerring plan. Even broken parts of me make me who I'm meant to be. When I'm in my darkest place, something leads me to God's grace. And with tears and trembling hands, I remember whose I am. I am perfect as I am. I am God's unerring plan. Even broken parts of me make me who I'm meant to be. When I'm in my darkest place, something leads me to God's grace. And with tears and trembling hands, I remember whose I am. When my heart is open wide, God is reaching deep inside, helping me to know my worth as I walk upon this earth. When I'm in my darkest place, something leads me to God's grace. And with tears and trembling hands, I remember whose I am. When my heart is always broken wide, God is reaching deep inside, helping me to know my worth as I walk upon this earth. When I'm in my darkest place, something leads me to God's grace. And with tears and trembling hands, I remember whose I am. I am perfect as I am. I am God's unerring plan. Even broken parts of me make me who I'm meant to be. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Good morning, everyone. So, we are each born into this world having no idea. We're born in different places, in different countries, speaking different languages, into different cultures, different religious systems. We have different beliefs. And rarely do any of those teach us that we are divine beings and that we are actually the presence of the divine expressing. There are some cultures that do, a few. And living that out into the world then is a whole nother thing. And that's what we attempt to do in this teaching. Based on what we're taught, what we experience when we're young, how we're domesticated, that's the word that we've often used. We develop different perspectives, different points of views, different concepts about the world, about our life, about other people, but most importantly about ourselves. One thing that's certain is no matter who you are, where you were born, what culture you're in, what religion you practice, or what language you speak, the prime directive first and foremost is survival. And everything else comes after that. So when we're kids, our parents handle that for us. We don't even really know that it's an issue, you know. But depending upon where you live and what your experience is, there will be little incidents that start to give you a clue that survival is something that you have to reckon with, something that you have to deal with. And what happens with those incidents and how we see others respond and how we respond and how we're able to navigate it is huge. It sets a tone for us in our life going forward about how we interact with and relate to survival. But when safety is secure, when our tummies are full and we have a roof over our head and we have people around that love us in varying forms and degrees, we get to play and feel safe and have fun. We're able, after survival is secured, to go on and live and do and create and kind of interact with and express and engage what we call the higher functions of life, so to speak. But we human beings are doers. We explore. We like to make things happen. We like to mess around with things. We like to create new things. We like to test the waters, don't we? And based on how we were domesticated and what we've experienced, that creates the groundwork or the blueprint for how we move in this world. And we each move differently, don't we? And we are often totally unaware of how we're moving, why we're moving in the way that we're moving, what motivated us, what's running us, or even how we're doing some of the things that we're doing. I've seen it so many times that people don't know, don't understand how their life works or how they make their life work. They're just living, they're just doing, right? I've witnessed some of the most creative people not know how they create, not know what they do. They just show up, turn on, and go. I mention that because I find it fascinating, okay? And you gotta understand that the point at which spirit takes over when that happens is not visible. We're not conscious of it. We're not aware of it. And most of the time we're not conscious and aware that spirit is expressing and working through us. Rescue me if I'm wrong, you may be. But my experience is sometimes we're aware, and very often it's in hindsight. I'm just saying. we do things and we just do them. And we don't usually think about or consider that we're doing it from our own sense of personal power, our own sense of who we are. We're not normally aware of that. We don't generally recognize that. So we all, of course, have different approaches because we're all different and we all do this dance, you know. I call it the creative dance or the consciousness dance. You know, we all do this dance with life where we're going backwards and forwards and we're living and we got this list of things and we're trying to get things done and we got these goals up here and those goals over there. We got the goals that we take care of every day automatically. We don't even think about it. We get up, we get dressed, we feed ourselves, we go to work, we go to the studio and paint or draw or whatever it is we do, okay? And we're just kind of on autopilot with it, right? Wonderful as some of those things may be, we're kind of on autopilot with them and not in that conscious awareness. It's usually when we run into a challenge or we have doubts or those ugly little things called fears pop up, okay? I'm sorry, I still judge my fear. Please excuse me. So that's when it shakes us and we become aware. That's usually when we go within and or we turn to spirit. Usually. So let's take a conscious look at personal power. Let's examine it and talk about what it is. Now, I honestly, up until a few years ago, had no conscious awareness of personal power myself. I was shooting for it. I was going for it, but I didn't realize that that's what it was called. So I came into this teaching because I wanted personal power. I wanted to learn how to create the life that I wanted to live. Okay? Because some of the things that were going on in my life were absolutely not okay with me. There's more judgment. I just know this. So personal power is having control over our outcomes, over the things that happen in our lives. Yes? That's one thing it is. It's having autonomy, self-governance, not having anyone outside of us tell us who to be, what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I had a real hard time when I was a child. I wrote these dramatic poems about, I did, because my father especially and my parents had control over me, and I wanted to do what I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to go to arts high school. No, I couldn't, because artists don't make any money. Artists do drugs and, they're not safe and, all that stuff. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to get personal. But personal power is about choice. Yes, it's about being sovereign, sovereignty. I had trouble saying that word for a second. I think most important though, personal power is about self-mastery. That is where it really gets to be a tug of war with ourselves. Sometimes it's much easier to manage other people than it is to manage the thoughts and feelings and fears and concerns and all that stuff that runs through us. It's much more difficult to manage that and to have the confidence that we can, in fact, overcome those things. Listen, I think it's one of the reasons that we don't focus on it so much, because we're not sure we can. We don't know exactly how we can. And we look for teachings, and we go to church, and we go to yoga, and we read, and we just look outside of ourselves to try and get a clue, to try and find the help, because we don't feel like it's within us, like we've got it. Now, if I'm not talking to you, okay, if this is not true for you, I get it. But self-mastery is a skill that is critical if we want to have personal power, if we want to create the lives that we choose to live. It is critical. And you can't maneuver over, under, around it, bypass it. You have to do it. You have to do the work. And as we always say, it's all inner work. Self-mastery is about trusting ourselves. Personal power is about trusting ourselves. It is about taking our own counsel. It's about relying on ourselves and what is within us. It's about having the courage to be true to ourselves and move forward even when we're not certain that it's going to work out and be okay. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where it's just not working out. Ever been there? What you intended, what you wanted, it just wasn't happening, even when you thought it would. You look around and you just don't see any avenue away, you don't see any solution, you don't see any hope. And I want to mention and talk about some of the things that are going on in the world, even though it's uncomfortable. Forgive me. And the reason that I want to do that is because if we look at our world today, some of the things that we see cause us to feel threatened, cause us to feel unsafe. And the point that I'm making, the reason that I'm mentioning this is because this directly relates to our sense of personal power. And often there are things, often, there are things that are so much bigger than us, that we feel are so much bigger than us, and that we cannot have any control or influence over. I've talked about this many, many times, you know. And so what I want us to become aware of is that how we respond to these things is I can't even think of an adjective. It's more than critical. How we respond to these things is so important because it can insidiously affect our sense of personal power and safety. And so what happens is when we feel threatened by anything that we see, we have the tendency to distance ourselves. It's out there, it's over there. Oh, thank goodness I don't have to deal with it. So we notice it, and then we withdraw from it. We turn off, we leave it alone, we go into denial and hope that it's not going to come too close to us. Ever had that experience? Lately, almost every day, with the stuff going on in the world, almost every day. But I want us to be aware of this and focus on it because it drains our personal power. It drains our sense of self, and it totally negates us as divine expressions of spirit. So this is a really, really important thing. So, as I've attempted to navigate this, I always come back to, for myself, what about the teaching? What about the teaching? And so, if I understand what this teaching teaches us, I am a divine expression of God. I had a teacher one time that said, "Oh, but I don't feel like God." Oh, that resonated for me when they said it. It was years ago. I never forgot it because it was the truth. So what we try and do in this teaching is to make ourselves aware and become so clear that we are, in fact, a divine expression of God. But we have to be able to go from the head, from the intellectual idea, with it to the heart. And the way that we can do that is to actively work on using the teaching to build our personal power and our true sense of self, of who we really are. It means honoring ourselves. It means saying yes when we mean to say yes and no when we mean to say no. It means making sure that we do the things that are of value and are of importance to us. And hopefully in the process of taking care of ourselves, we have enough love and enough, I don't know the word, energy, graciousness left over to include somebody else. Because when we keep our promises to ourselves, when we make commitments to ourselves and we keep those commitments, when we listen deeply to ourselves, we figure out what we really want. We figure out what matters. We figure out what's important to us. We manage ourselves. We manage what we ingest. So if it's not good for us, we try not to do that. I'm not talking about perfection, but we try not to do that. The things we watch, the movies, the music we listen to, the people we interact with, and most important, the thoughts that we let run through our heads. You know, we try to manage those things, and we try to manage our feelings, our emotions. Not to dismiss them, not to deny them, but to work with them and work through them so that there's healing, so that there's balance within us, so that there's peace, and so that we're being authentic. Because I always say there's nothing I can do with a lie. You got nothing. There's nothing to work with there. Because it's false, it's not true, it's not real. So honesty and authenticity is really important. It's something that we teach and we talk about all the time. And so we also need to live from intention. We need to focus, to be focused, to keep ourselves centered, and to embrace silence and stillness, to meditate, to pray. It is so important. Because when we're on automatic and running around the planet and doing all the stuff that we do, whatever it is, it's wonderful, but it's in the stillness. It's in being centered. It's in being peaceful that we're able to connect with Spirit, that we're able to have an exchange with Spirit and allow Spirit to move more fully through us. And so this teaching is actually a blueprint. And sometimes I get a little embarrassed when I talk about how long I've been in this teaching, and there's still some things I just haven't gotten together. But if you watch me, I'm constantly working on it. Constantly. You know, we cannot give up. And so I invite you to take a look and examine your personal power, what it is to you, and your sense of personal power. And if you are actively working on changing it and increasing it. But I dare say that the absolute most important thing is your connection with Spirit and how you utilize it in your life. In the 1950s, before I was born, Ernest Holmes had a radio show that he did. And he opened the radio show with this statement: there is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it. And that, in our teaching, is our everyday, moment by moment goal and objective. To use the power for good that's in the universe. To use it ourselves personally in our lives, so that we can influence our lives. Yes? And this teaching is absolutely a blueprint for that. There is one intelligence, one. It's divine, it's creative, it's all-knowing, it's all-powerful, it's everywhere, evenly present. It's taken me most of my lifetime to unpack that, and I'm still unpacking it. I'm still working to utilize it in my everyday life. But I can tell you that when you do, things just start to happen. Things just start to shift. And I invite you, if you ever get stuck or you're in doubt about that, call me. I invite you, call me. Because I can share situation after situation after situation. One of my favorite authors, Richard Bach, says in Illusions, remember your miracles. I have no idea. I think it's a survival mechanism. I have no idea why, but sometimes that is so hard for us to do. That's not a natural go-to. And we need to practice and make it a natural go-to, okay? Because we truly have miracles. I dare say, I'm speaking for you, I know, but I dare say we truly have miracles. And we need to remember them. I don't want to end this morning without mentioning one thing. I think it's the survival mechanism that causes it. But we have the tendency to see the negativity in the world. We have the tendency to be more impacted by the negativity in the world. We have the tendency to give more energy and focus to the negativity in the world. And I offer to you that it's our survival mechanism that's on automatic, that limbic brain that just, it's working to make us safe, to keep us survive, to help us to survive. But I cannot end this talk today without saying that love, quiet and gentle and almost imperceptible as it is sometimes, love is the most powerful force there is. It is the expression of God, pure. And we can embrace it, allow it, invite it, tap into it, share it, and it makes such a difference. Again, if you have any doubt, call me. I got story after story after story. And so, regardless of what you have or haven't accomplished, regardless of what's going on in the world, understand that you are powerful, that the divine intelligence that is all of life is expressing through you as you. Figure out that it's the truth. Do the inner work so that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I promise you, you will start to see things shift and unfold in your life, and all of a sudden the things that you thought were not possible start happening. Start showing up. And you kind of look and you see it, and really? Wow. And then there's a doubt, maybe it's not going to last. We have to manage our minds, our feelings, our emotions. We often, I think, don't recognize It's fascinating to me that in all the world, the billions of people, the different languages, the different cultures, the different ways of seeing and doing things, all the different beliefs, all the different religions, that we are the Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, this little group of people who has been positioned to learn this teaching, to practice this teaching, to live from this place, and most important, to practice love. That is personal power. Let's continue to grow it. Thank you. It is the silence that I go to. Because in the silence I hear and experience all that is. It is the silence that contains the presence. So loud, so peaceful, so beautiful. That one divine creative intelligence. That one that expresses as life. That one that unfolds in a myriad of ways, in a myriad of expressions, in a myriad of spirits. Expressing uniquely as itself. That one divine energy that creates, that unfolds all of life. And so it is in the silence that I reconnect when I've lost my conscious connection. It is in the silence that I tune in. It is in the silence that I allow myself to open and to receive this presence more consciously, more fully, more completely. It is within the little nanoseconds between the thoughts that I allow the presence to seep in. Always there, but in those little nanoseconds of quiet, of silence, I notice. I notice. And so what I know is that there is only love. There is only love. Regardless of the facts, regardless of the temporary experiences that seem unlike love, that can honestly sometimes seem downright awful. Excuse me, that's judgment again. The truth is, there is only love. And so I open my heart, I open my mind, I open my spirit to receive this love, to receive this divine intelligence consciously expressing in and through and as me. I open myself to guidance so that I am able to really actually every day live from this place more and more, to live from the place of knowing that I am a divine ambassador of the power and presence that I call God. And as an ambassador, I must represent this presence honestly, fully, totally, and completely. As an ambassador, it is my responsibility to live the truth, to be in the truth to the best of my ability, and to express this presence in the world, because it is who and what I am. As an ambassador, it is important for me to understand that everything good is possible, and I am capable of successfully expressing everything good and wonderful. I am capable of successfully expressing and impacting all of the erroneous ideas and nullifying them, because love dissolves anything that is unlike itself. And so, as an ambassador, I take my responsibility seriously. I take my precious gift of being able to co-create seriously and without judgment, without criticism, without fear. I simply, every day, set the intention to know the truth of who I am, to express that truth, and to allow this presence to express more fully, completely, and uniquely by means of me. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I embrace the beauty. I embrace the wholeness. I embrace the joy. I embrace the laughter. And know that it is God expressing by means of me. I release this into the law, knowing that it is already done. It is already expressing. It is already so. Please close with me. And so it is.
Take that in. I just wanted to make mention that Barbara mentioned to me earlier that many of you who remember our beloved Eulith, yesterday would have been her 100th birthday. Yeah, she just left us short of her 100th birthday. Ain't that something? She's one of those places where God shows up. Segue. So choir. This is a beautiful song by Eddie Watkins Jr. called I Am the Place Where God Shows Up. One of my favorite newer songs that I've discovered that I love singing. It has questions that need answers. Am I strong enough to bear the burden that sometimes comes from living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decision when I'm standing at the fork of the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I? Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have enough of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Speak these words for yourself. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place, I am the place where God I am the place where God shows up. One more time, everybody sing for yourself. Here we go. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. Move, breathe. the place. I am the place where God lives. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am.
Because I realize I mistakenly thought of power as something else for most of my life, just because of the way it's represented in the world in so many ways. I thought of power as something forceful, dominating, aggressive, even scary. And like that was the concept of power that I had in my mind. And because that felt scary to me, I didn't want to step into that. But I'm learning that that's not power. And power for me now, when I feel most powerful, is when I'm peaceful, when I'm loving, when I'm trying to understand someone else. That's when I feel most powerful now. So thank you. And it's time now for our abundance, blessings, and offering. Thank you to everyone who had a hand in this service, to our wonderful musicians and the Uni Voice Choir. Thank you. Again, to Toni, to Joe and all of the technology, to Brian and to Neil, and to Edna, Cindy, Marcy for hospitality today. There's hospitality. And to all of you for being here. We ask that you give where you are spiritually fed. And at CSLNJ, we are so grateful to be that place. So please join me in our conscious giving affirmation. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. And now for our announcements. Next week, we will be on Zoom only, Sunday, April 26th, with Reverend Joel. His talk is Your Life is Your Path. So that's next Sunday. We have a party coming up at Edna's house. She's opening our home to us Saturday, May 2nd from 12 to 6. We have the address, all that information available. If you want, you can RSVP. You could contact her. It's not required, but it's helpful. So if you know you're going to go, you can let her know. Let's see, please bring a dish of your choice and know that a grill will be available for cooking. There are new CSLNJ bylaws. We'll be having a town hall meeting on May 17th, immediately following our celebration on Zoom for members to vote on the acceptance of the newly revised bylaws for CSLNJ. We will start with the opportunity for you to ask questions. You'll be receiving an email around May 1st with the newly revised bylaws for your review. There will also be a link to the bylaws, which will be posted on our website, cslnj.org. And for the next few weeks, there will be a copy of the new bylaws for your review while you're here on Sunday. I'm guessing they're on the back table? Yeah. Okay. And in case you didn't know yet, CSLNJ is now a member of Anton, the affiliated New Thought Network. We've joined Anton to increase our connection with other New Thought communities, such as Unity, Independence, Agape, and Emerson Theological Institute. Let's see. Our membership team is working on some special days for us, and what we have coming up on May 31st will be a celebration of the youth. So please feel free to invite any youth you might know. Because we love having children present. Their presence is just so nice to have around, and it's just such a blessing. So please share the word. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Okay, and now the musicians in the choir will close us out. Thank you.
Made himself known, right? She said the youth, and all of a sudden I started hearing noises coming from one little place. One little place. Oh, I don't need this. All right, see, you got it now. You got it now. Come on, let's rock, let's rock. Okay, now that we got our groove going, we're going to talk about miracles. We talk about perfection, life. Yeah. This is a song by Brandon McKenzie that we've been doing for a long time. It's called I Expect a Miracle. Here we go. 1, 2. I expect a miracle right now. A miracle today. A miracle. I receive a miracle right now. A miracle today. A miracle. When? Today. Today. Let's do that one more time. I expect a miracle. A miracle. A miracle. I think we need it. I receive a miracle right now. A miracle today. A miracle. When? Today. Today. Consider. Consider a life where I'm knowing a miracle already is. You'll know it's already here. Your wishes and hopes become a miracle for real. So I expect a miracle right now. A miracle today. A miracle. And I receive a miracle right now. A miracle today. A miracle. When? Today. Today. Oh, we have to go back to consider, right? Let's consider. Consider a life where I'm knowing a miracle already is. It's already here. You'll know it's already here. Your wishes and hopes become a miracle for real. Oh, come, why not? I expect, right? When? Yeah, a miracle. And then, a miracle, a miracle, a miracle. When? Today. Right now. Today. All right. How about you? When is yours? Now? That's right. And you online too. When's yours? Huh? Today. Don't wait. Today. And there's only one time, and that time is now. There's only one life. Here we go today. Today. I got a little carried away. Today. Today. Happy Happy Sunday, happy every day.
Spiritual Living North Jersey, we believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.